not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. To throw is Watson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. Watson going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Chubb will have the 1st down and much more. And down to the 28-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Watson off play action. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Following the interception, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33. It's caught by Hooper. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And in his second year in Cleveland after 4 in Atlanta, Austin Hooper always does all he can to build some rapport with his quarterback. He did it with Baker Mayfield last year. Expects it to continue to rise here in 2021.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Play fake. Mayfield. Being chased out left. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. Touchdown, Browns. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski. Touchdown! Jarvis Landry with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Well, This offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down. Down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Eluding the pressure right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's a give to Lindsey. Lindsey, first down and more than that. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 56 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown on the season, and the Texans claw one back. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Mayfield off the play fake. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And finding the tight end Hooper. Escapes the defender. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete. Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. But remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he's putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. but they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
So the false start will back them up 5. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. They go play action. Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns continue to roll. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Throwing after the interception. Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 79 yards. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, and thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The Browns drive about to get started.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Mayfield on play action. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And again, it's Mayfield. Caught on a slant. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are pouring it on. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Mills to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. A give, running right, Lindsey. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Flushed out right.
Caught here by Conley. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Mills again. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter.
Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Following the fumble recovery, Mills. He gets it to Cooks. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Mills on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mills. Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. Two-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Now Mayfield. Forced out to his left.
And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The quick slant caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Mayfield now. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And the effort
snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Trying to lay one up deep.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 39 yards there, a big one. They'll run with Lindsey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Escaping the pressure right.
Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by John Johnson. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
46 and Mike, 46.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Powering his way forward. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. A run for Nick Chubb. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And bulldozing his way through. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Muscles him off, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Shrugs him off. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On play action, Mills. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.